here's part 5 of our Clock Tower 3 playthrough. Doing a little bit more with the Corroder.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get Dorothy's sentimental item in order to soothe their souls and be able to confront Corroder.
It's a shawl. Have I mentioned it's a shawl? Because I'm really hung up on that.
You just want to talk about yarn and knitting.
Knitting!
There she is.
It's just...
I hate this guy so much.
It's... Oh, the toilet.
I know, and you'd think it wouldn't work again, but it does.
Oh my god, look at that toilet paper. It's like someone wiped their ass with it still on the roll.
Oh, gross! It's probably just like... Oh, wait, that's a towel.
No, it's a...
Oh, the one in the back. I see what you're talking about.
No, there's like... Why are there two? Is that...
No,
is
that's
that
a towel. That's a hand
That looked like
towel.
a toilet paper roll to me.
No, it's so that you can, like, wash your hands and then wipe it with the horrible, gross towel.
Are you...
Probably there was no toilet paper left and someone just used
someone
the towel. Okay, so I've established that even though I can, like, hide and he goes away, he's still hanging around.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, and he's
gonna punch me in the face, too. But that's fine, I've got his number.
Again, he's wearing all this protective equipment, and yet the water burns him. I guess it's meant to be magic water.
Oh, it sure is, because if it wasn't, then we'd just be pouring water on, like, evade points and stuff, and it wouldn't be very mystical.
Yeah. Just gotta knock shit over.
Well, you know, it's a chase scene.
Yeah.
I got caught on the stairs. I'm gonna reiterate here that Alyssa's does not move very well. She's very clunky.
I don't know. I'm getting suspicious. You've
Well,
said that so often. I wonder if it's.
I'm also
excuse.
terrible at the game.
There we go.
Excuse. I have said that though.
You gotta hear it over and over again.
Oh my god. Yeah, just. I really love.
Butt
just
stomp.
sit on my face. Oh, sorry. That was. Oh, that's inappropriate.
That
Anyways, but I
was a
really
little ridiculous.
love the concept that Alyssa's just like, can you hold on for a second? I just need to turn this wrench.
It'd be great, actually, if there was a death where, if he was nearby when you were crawling through that he activated it.
Oh man, that would be so gross.
It'd be kind of neat if they did that, sort of harkening back to the first clock tower where you could encounter deaths.
So he came in through a door.
I just went around. Why did you crawl through that fan, Alyssa?
Well, I mean, it's technically the door inside, and it makes sense because you can teleport, but it's
that's
still
true.
a little jarring.
I forget about the teleporting in
I
this one.
know. I'm just gonna turn on my invisibility, because as you can see, my panic's quite high. And he is not gonna really be able to find me, even though he's probably saw the door opening. Hello, ghost. I don't care about you. But yeah, like, it's nice that he stops and lets you, like, turn the wrench.
Yeah, he gives you,
You know, a fair
He
chance.
gives you time to do stuff.
Yeah. So I got a letter there. It's probably for a ghost.
Ooh, another evade point.
Another evade
Found
point.
you.
You did find me.
He just kind of politely waddles up to you. Oh, what the fuck?
Yep. Well, he was standing in a puddle of water, I
Oh,
guess.
okay, I guess. What's Alyssa standing on? Is it...
Probably rubber boots. She's grounded. It's fine.
Does it... Okay.
Yay, more lavender water.
That one, I guess, kind of made more sense, too, because I'm sure being electrocuted is probably a little more impactful than a 14-year-old throwing a chair at you.
Yeah. Although, I mean, he is, again, covered in rubber. And not that would stop everything,
my God,
but...
yeah! He's probably wearing, like, rubber boots because of the frickin' acid crap he does. God damn it.
I know. Even
No.
when they get it right, they get it wrong.
Yeah.
Well, do you
Oh.
know what? That said, I don't know much about being electrocuted. Oddly, it's not something I have a lot of experience with. So, I mean, I guess rubber soles would only protect you up to a point.
Yeah, I think it's, I mean, the main thing that we were always taught in school is that rubber protects against electricity, but I'm sure that there's probably a cutoff point where you're just damned if you do.
Oh, I would assume so. It's, you know, it's not like you're invincible in rubber.
Yeah.
So this part's kind of annoying, because you can just, you have to pick the right boards, otherwise you just fall right into the river.
You're... Whee!
Like that. But in this case, it's actually a boon to fall into the river, because you're gonna unearth a body.
Yeah. Which is kind of gross when you're thinking about it.
I guess she just runs into it. Also,
Ye-
is she in a sewer? Because that's poop water. That's gross.
Yeah.
You better cover yourself in lavender water, Alyssa.
Ew. Ew, you're poop water and corpse water.
Ew.
Yeah.
You're gross. She's gonna survive the game, but she's gonna die of bacterial poisoning. Whatever. Disease.
Yeah.
Oh, he was burned, so that probably means Corroder had a hand in it.
Yeah, again, it sort of seems like...
He got really shitty with disposing of his bodies at the end.
Well, it's funny because the real life John Hay, I mean, when you dissolve your victims in acid, it basically creates a sludge. And so, at least with one particular victim, it said that he reduced them to sludge and then had to pour them down a manhole.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what Alyssa's swimming in?
Maybe.
Oh, gross.
It does sort of kind of point out, though, Dorothy and Albert, for being burned and kind of left to liquefy in a vat of acid, they're looking pretty good in their ghostly forms. They only have the eye damage.
Yeah, so what determines what you look like? Because really, they should just be vats of talking sludge.
Yeah, it's something, I think the game is kind of following the trope of beauty is never tarnished. Because they're good characters, we don't want to see...
Except their eyes.
Yeah. You gotta show that they're hurt some way, but they didn't want to show them incredibly burned. Even May, she got her head bashed in, but,
she's still beautiful.
Yeah, she's covered in blood, and it's scary, but it's not a disfigurement.
Yeah.
And, apparently...
It's like the scene in Resident Evil.
This one's kind of ridiculous, because it's just like, I just picture,
moving like a submarine.
Yeah, like he's like just kind of swimming in the poop water and he's got his sprayer up like a periscope.
I love how she turns around and he has to act like it's a fucking surprise birthday party.
And he... You're in just as much a panic as Alyssa, apparently.
I was.
It's funny, I don't know, I hate the butt stop move he does, it just looks so dumb.
It is, it's like your Yoshi.
Yeah.
Or Mario. But yeah, basically it's the dumbest.
But so now we're armed with Dorothy and Albert's sentimental item.
Which, there you go. Let's start our magical girl transformation.
Yeah, once again, I don't know. Whoop. Take these rebar.
Mocap.
Your lip, little girl. You have your own destiny to accept.
My destiny.
You must die.
Okay, I kind of like that part.
Yeah.
Just whack him in the face with it.
He didn't even care though. And,
yeah, I just bounced off him basically.
And you get the nice magical girl trope where the enemy is more than happy to just let them stand and transform.
Yeah.
You know. Like, really, if he wanted to win, he'd just grab her right now.
Yeah, there's always that question of, is this happening in real time? You know.
Yeah.
And again, this part too is like, is this part of, like, is this like a ritual that she has to do to, like, be able to summon the power to defeat him?
It probably just looks cool.
Yeah. I wish it had some sort of meaning in the game besides look at Alyssa.
You were asking for a lot from this.
Yeah.
Alright, so 31 victims. That's quite a bit more than Sledgehammer. This guy got shit done.
Do you want to tell us about your experiences fighting him?
Oh god, I don't know what it was. This is not a particularly difficult fight, but I had to redo this like 15 times. I don't know why, I just could not get the rhythm down.
This one is a bit, we have, I forget what Sledgehammer's area was like, but you have that big giant what's-it in the middle of the room there.
And it makes such a big difference. It actually makes it much more difficult.
Yeah, with Corroder, or I guess with boss fights in general, how would you feel if they changed it so that you could move while aiming the arrow?
I would like it a lot.
Yeah. It feels like, I don't know, I wonder how much more the boss fights could have been improved if you were able to at least kind of side strafe a bit.
Yeah. Like, there should have been some sort of mechanic, because especially with this guy, because he has a very, reliable long-range attack.
Yeah.
And I will note that the next boss fight, which is supposed to be a little more difficult, took me only 2 tries. So,
Yeah. Do you know what I would kind of like? I was thinking about this the other day. Is all the spirits that we help put to rest in the game.
if they'd help you during the boss fights?
Well, because if you manage to heal every one of them, there isn't a special reward for getting every single spirit in the game.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if maybe Clock Tower 3 could have done something like after every 5 people you help, you get like you're able to sort of level up. Like maybe it takes a shorter amount of time for you to charge up an arrow.
Yeah, like maybe it's a bit stronger.
Yeah. You get stuff like that. I think some of the special arrows that we've been collecting in the game have certain abilities that are sort of like that.
They do. I am saving them.
Well, that's the thing is that I mean you kind of the final boss of this game is sort of legendary in how hard he is. So if you're playing through the game knowing that, you're going to be wanting to save all those arrows for the final battle. So I just sort of, I think it'd be nice if there was some way to power up Alyssa without having to rely on the arrows.
Yeah. I totally agree.
And then it would make the having to save the souls of the other spirits a little more relevant to the plot happening, because they're lending their power to Alyssa in a way that is really
Yeah, like it would be way better. So I'm just gonna like kill the shit out of him now.
Yeah. Because, as you demonstrated there, even when you are able to get the go fuck yourself attack off early in the fight,
when they have more health, it's not gonna kill them right away.
Yeah, it gets a good deal of their health down, but what the hell?
Well, he exploded into something. Beep. Team Rocket's blasting off again! And apparently he had part of our necklace.
Yeah.
What a douche. Stealing jewelry. And now we have 5.
Oh, yes.
Slots on our water bottle.
Yeah, that's really only the level. The only bit of leveling up that Alyssa does in the game is that we increase our holy water intake level. What would you even call it?
Capacity?
Yeah, somehow.
Our bottle gets bigger.
I guess. It's kind of weird to think about because it's this physical thing that apparently somehow increases in capacity.
Or maybe like the holy water gets more magic, so you need to use less of it.
Maybe.
That's possible.
Yeah.
Or eventually, after you kill so many rooters, you have a bottle the size of a suitcase. Not rooters, subordinates,
Yeah.
whatever. I guess you could also kill rooters if you were jealous or something. So, do you think there are other families with rooters in them?
I would assume so. I would assume that the family line must diverge at some point. Mm-hmm. Again, it's like one of those things with the rooters that it's like, I like the idea, but the game doesn't give enough attention to it.
Oh yeah, like a lot of the concepts in this game, it's only half realized.
Yeah, it's something that I think if they had more time to develop the story, if somebody had been like, hey, so I think this is probably the most interesting part of our game, maybe we should focus on this.
Or the budget. Like,
yeah.
Who knows what was going on there.
Oh, but here we go.
But now Dorothy's totally cool with us entering her spooky room.
Yeah. And we...
So, what stitch do you think they used to make that shawl?
All of them?
Ooh, fancy. Albert, I can see and you can't. Haha, you loser.
This is kind of... It's a nice scene, but at the same time, Dorothy's blindness wasn't caused by Corroder, so I guess I wonder why... I guess maybe because they're in death, that...
Probably the yarn they used to make the shawl had anti-blindness
magical properties?
Yeah, you know.
Only the best knitters can create magical shawls.
Yeah.
That should have been a game about knitting magical shawls.
Oh god.
Thank you.
So this
Alyssa's epic yarn.
Oh no. This is a little less grandiose than May and
oh,
her
that's
father.
what you think.
Whee! Dude, it'd be great if, like, halos appeared above their
Oh my
head.
gosh.
Like little wings on their back, and they just flutter away.
Oh, wow. I think that would require more self-awareness than this game has. I'm just gonna roll around like crazy.
Oh, goodness. Oh, hey.
I'm
Remember
evil.
this?
Your feet destroying two
You
subordinates.
did good.
The Ruder strain appears especially
Uncle Fester's
strong
coming to
within
ruin our
you
day.
and his
Oh shit, he is Uncle Fester with a dumb hat. Like a bowler hat. So this is kind of interesting to me, because that really mimics, in the next subordinate, Chopper. He has a little whirlwind shield, and it
Oh.
looks the exact same. I don't think there's a connection. I think they just reused animation.
And, this is...
Dumb.
I can't tell if this is my favorite cutscene or, I don't know, it's visually interesting, but it's, like, kind of confusing.
And weird, and
Well,
yeah.
mind you, it does get a bit of explanation kind of later in the game, but it's definitely still like, what the fuck is this?
Oh yeah. Plus, I guess the music's kind of awesome, but it seems pretty...
It's a little
Yeah.
tonally dissonant.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like clown music too, once like, this was a particular bit. There we go.
Yeah. Circusy.
And
Maybe it's the Scissor Twins just
for-
rocking it out on the
Yeah.
Calliope.
Alyssa kind of like forgets herself for a minute too, and at first she's like, oh, this is kind of fun, and
I'm
then
flying.
it's, oh shit, oh.
Wait, actually bad things are happening. Oh, I'm just gonna dangle off. Oh,
Oh.
well, I'm glad that you didn't break any bones there.
Hey, we named our game Clock Tower.
We probably should put a clock tower in it.
Done.
Yeah. We forgot to do that with Ghost Head.
Alicia, this is no longer your
No
home.
shit.
This is the dark world where I rule.
Hey, Blair, transport.
There's just this giant, like, creepy clock tower in Alyssa's backyard.
Well, it's weird, because he says he's in the Dark Realm, but as you'll see, Dennis shows up, so I guess he just transported Dennis too?
Why not?
Screw you, Dark.
You gotta have a
Gentleman.
witness to your evil shenanigans.
Are you looking forward to it? So am I, my dear. So am I. I can't wait. Soon we
You
two
are
will
creepy.
be united forever.
Yeah.
Alyssa, you might have...
all
Oh,
right.
that's not how you, like, flail to get out of someone's arm, Alyssa. Come on.
Eh,
Oh
eh.
no!
Oh.
Our mom is dead, I guess.
If you don't believe
I thought you said our mom is dad for some reason.
She might be. Who knows the way this game twists and turns.
This guy's plan confuses me.
Yeah, I need you to fulfill my plans. Let me just throw you off this building.
In a hole.
And now we're in a different dimension.
So I guess if the subordinates manage to defeat Alyssa, they bring her heart?
It's... we'll get more information.
Oh, wouldn't he be pissed if they just ate her heart and became more powerful than him?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of deal does he have going that they're cool with this?
Yeah, I believe that this might be the chapter where it's all revealed, so spoilers, but in order to create a new entity, you must perform the Ritual of Engagement, which involves taking the heart of a 15-year-old Rooter and drinking the blood from it.
On the eve of her 15th birthday.
It's like right when her birthday hits. I guess they must be very, very particular
Time
about
sensitive.
which I don't know how that works when it's like a leap year and shit. So
I forgot the crawl button.
I'll splash it with water.
You know, just,
Just moisten it up so I could crawl through easier.
yeah. Turns out I was a little too far anyways,
Yeah.
but,
yeah, so it's a little kind of confusing about what the intention of the subordinates are. Like, are they killing Alyssa and then taking her heart to the Dark Gentleman? Or are they incapacitating her and then bringing her to him? Is there something?
it's tough to say.
It's a little, yeah.
I mean, the other question is, how did the first entity get created?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, was it just some dude who was like, heart?
I just happen to be a cannibal. Yeah.
Oh shit, I got power. Oh, who knew? And then he
Yeah.
wrote a book. Or was it like, and why were there rooters if there was no entities? So it's
Yeah,
a chicken or
it's-
the egg
It's
situation.
definitely a little confusing, especially because you can't have a subordinate without an entity. And so yeah, it's like, again, like you said, it's chicken and egg. Who came first?
And why?
Yeah.
Because there wouldn't have been any need for either of them without the other.
Yeah, because an entity is created, and then it possesses somebody, and it drives them to commit murders.
Lots of them.
At which point, when the person the host of the entity, when they die, the entity is able to fuse with the host, and they become a subordinate. Which it then sort of seems like the subordinate's job is to hunt down the rooters and, I guess, kill them, or potentially try and perform the ritual of engagement, which allows them to create new entities.
I think the sequel up to this game would just be like Alyssa sitting down with a pile of questions for her mom.
Alyssa explains it all. And then Dennis comes in through a window.
Oh, Jesus.
Sun's bubbling away here.
Oh, yeah. And that is a fish tank.
Oh.
And that is a hiding spot.
Oh my god!
It's the dumbest hiding spot, and it works.
Do you think that's meant to be a reference to Clock Tower for the PlayStation 1, where Scissor Man was like...
Oh god, I hope!
Oh, that'd be great.
I didn't even think of that.
This is probably one of my favorite parts of the game.
Oh, so good! So now we're gonna meet our next subordinate. He has a really irritating voice.
Alyssa, you might have defeated the others, but you're no match for me. You're going to die by my hand, girl.
So, yeah, he has a dumb walk.
And, I don't know, I don't like Chopper's design. He just kind of looks a little ridiculous.
Oh, nice trick.
Yeah, that's... The first two subordinates honestly look like people who have killed, and they look grizzled.
Oh, nice trick.
I mean, they're still goofy, but they're less goofy.
I won't lie, I'm not a fan. I mean, Corroder is alright, I guess, because his outfit is at least practical. Sledgehammer just looks weird. Sledgehammer, his outfit is somebody who, like, designed an outfit for him. It's not something that a murderer would, like, pick up and just start wearing. Mm-hmm. Which, like, I kind of wonder about the outfits for the subordinates.
I think at least with the hood on Sledgehammer, that's supposed to be his gallows hood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so at least that makes sense. So I'm okay with his design.
I don't know. I still have qualms about it. I guess part of me wonders, like, is part of becoming a subordinate that you get a weird little outfit, or do you?
Yeah, it's like becoming a superhero.
Yeah. Do you have any choice in, like, what little fun outfit you get?
Chopper doesn't really have much of an explanation as to why he wears what he wears.
Yeah.
At least with the Scissor Twins, they came from the circus. Mm-hmm. A dumb, weird murder circus, but, you know. So they at least look like possible acrobats.
Yeah, like, their design is very specific, and we'll see more of them later.
Sledgehammer, he died on the gallows, so he has the hood. Corroder deals with acid.
So he's wearing all the acid protective gear.
Chopper just is a shirtless dude with tattoos, which I guess are, like, it's mentioned he's got a deformity, but are the tattoos his deformity?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We get the most, we'll see it in a note later, but we get the most backstory for Chopper. Most of the subordinates, we only really hear about them in terms of
all the people they've killed.
And I mean, we'll see that for Chopper, but they also like try and give a bit of perspective to him.
Yeah.
Which we'll comment on later because it's a little ridiculous.
Yeah. Just examining that there for the puzzle later. Mm-hmm. Really important, actually. But yeah, I don't get Chopper. He doesn't make much sense to me. I remember, it was really weird, but when this game first came out, I remember being on a lot of fan sites and people were like, oh, Chopper's so hot. It's like, what?
Oh, to be young.
Oh my goodness, and be attracted to... I'm not gonna question it. I'm probably attracted to weirder things than that, but... Ooh, that's on tape now.
Ugh. I can use that now.
Oh, shit. So Chopper is probably, at least at this point, the most in your face out of all the subordinates.
He seems, and correct me if I'm wrong, but he seems like he's one of the faster ones.
Oh yes, very, very much so.
Yeah.
He's a lot faster than Sledgehammer and Corroder.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Yeah, and
Speak of the devil.
he likes to just appear out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That actually made me jump a little.
We should bash him in the head with the crowbar.
No, Alyssa doesn't do that.
Why not? We hit Corroder in the face with some rebar.
Yeah, so there you get his weird, like... I don't know.
This one is great.
Oh.
And by great, I mean really dumb.
Really dumb.
Ooh, that looks like... Alyssa, I really hope you have your tetanus shot, because that does not look like a fun place to crawl into.
She's already got poop water in her lungs.
Yeah, that's true. So, this particular evade point only works for Alyssa by pure coincidence. I don't know,
Can we talk about his pants?
You could talk about his pants.
Well, like, seriously, why does he have, like, 2 slices in his pants? Like, they're almost like assless chaps, but he put them on backwards?
Fashion! You gotta look cool and spooky.
Ugh, I bet when he went to the subordinate, like, costume room, they were all out of really cool things, and he was like, well, I guess I'll put on these dumb pants.
Do you think the subordinates hang out at all?
Oh, probably.
Do they ever, like, compete, like, who killed the most?
Oh, yeah, they probably have, like, board game night.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna kind of see that, like, the subordinates seem to be in this little band of merry men together. At least they seem to be working towards the same goal of helping the Dark Gentleman to create a new entity.
Yeah. For some reason.
I guess he must give them good benefits.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe he just exudes the most power. I don't know. So here's our puzzle for the level.
Oh, we have an electronic lock that is powered off. So
Yeah.
we need to reinstate the power.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell are we?
The factory land? I don't know. It's tough to say.
Yeah. You know, they did a good job in the first level of... I mean, we had a clear setting, we had a clear time period, we didn't even need the notes to tell us when and where it was. And I find that first level was basically the high point for it, and the rest of the game is just kind of ambiguous and unclear.
A little bit, yeah. Hold on, man. I just gotta turn this on.
No, it doesn't work.
Doesn't
Alright,
work. No
sorry.
power yet. Okay, I'm just gonna head back. But we did pick up some rubber gloves,
Oh, yes.
so that will help with the electric puzzle. Oh,
Graced us there.
yeah. So that part's a little annoying because he definitely can smack you in the face, which will up your panic.
Oh, nice trick.
I do...
Oh, nice trick.
Yeah, he says "oh nice trick" about 17 million times.
Yeah.
You get really tired of it.
It's funny when it's like when you do use the invisibility band in conjunction with it, because he is kind of commenting on it.
Yeah. But he still does that when you go into a room and hide.
Ow.
So it's really dumb.
Well, that is a pretty good trick. Hiding
Hiding.
from plain sight.
Yeah.
Whee.
Alright.
This seems like the most migraine-inducing elevator. This
It's pretty
flashing
bad.
light.
It's pretty bad.
I guess it's probably in backup emergency power, which might explain the flashing light.
I guess so. I don't understand what this building's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I don't understand where our grandfather threw us. Why was there a cave? Why did I crawl into...
Spoilers.
What?
Where the Dark Gentleman threw us.
Oh, yeah.
Wink, wink.
Oh, sorry. Ugh. Ugh.
Why would you say that? Alyssa's grandfather is the most upstanding...
Gentleman.
Yes. Not the Dark Gentleman.
Oh,
God.
We said we'd discuss spoilers, but we're still obviously very shy. Very shy.
We have to, like, space out the spoilers, because otherwise we could just dish on the game in the very first video and have nothing to talk about.
Right?
So this is kinda...
It's an interesting little puzzle.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm sort of on the fence about this puzzle. I think it's at least more interesting than flipping a switch hidden underneath a painting.
Yeah. It's still dumb. Like, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but...
Did Chopper cut the wires?
It's not really clear.
Or is this just really shitty maintained,
It's possible. Maybe the Night Watchman did it for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
It's really tough to say here. There's not much explanation given for this level at all.
Yeah.
As you'll see, it's kind of a precursor for another area.
Yeah, it's basically a set piece, which, in and of itself isn't bad, but without any kind of context for what's going on, it's kind of just a little lackluster.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it for part 5. We will catch you at part 6. Or we won't, whatever.
Alright.